Well, this is where meditating on how much harm and how much damage is caused by this ego clinging, to the point where you're really completely sick of it. You think, I just don't want anything more to do with it because it just causes suffering. So for my own good, I really want to think of others instead of myself. And then, of course, that's how you benefit yourself, and you get back into this positive loop, as it were. The more you try to benefit others, the more you benefit yourself, and the more you try not to benefit yourself, the more you help others, the more you benefit yourself. It's brilliant, isn't it? So that whole way of thinking in all our interactions, that we're not acting in order to feed our own ego. So if we do, we're putting our heart and soul into something, and then we don't get any recognition, and we don't get any appreciation, and we don't get any thanks, and that we're sort of beginning to feel really pissed off. That's really good for our Lojong practice, isn't it? And kind of look at ourselves and think, well, actually, if the path to awakening is about giving up clinging to self, this is so painful. If I really see how much pain this clinging to self is causing me, this situation is actually helping me to realize how much pain there is in clinging to self. Whew, it really helps my, what's the word? My sense of renunciation, or my sense of futility. I love that expression. There's a little clip in a newspaper where 2 Buddhist monks were doing prostrations across America, and when they reached the far end of this, the reporter was talking to them about why they were doing this, and they said, it helps develop our sense of futility. A lovely translation of renunciation, and feeling, that the world, that samsara is actually of no value. So I think that's a lovely catchphrase. May this increase my sense of futility. Yeah, so that a lot of the, a lot of the conflicts that arise in groups is caused by this sense of people feeling, they're not being appreciated, they're being put down, they're not, they're being misunderstood, and di-da, and therefore I'm going to kind of pull out of this, and, sort of kind of striking out, either, or else striking at themselves, as thinking, oh, I'm no good, this always happens to me, I'm a loser, I don't, or whatever it is, and losing confidence and so on. You can think, actually, if each person in the group were to think to themselves, this is really good, and kind of relax and think, oh, well, that's, I can relax into this, you have a group with a very good atmosphere, I would think. And even if the group doesn't improve, at least you've learnt something, haven't you?
Maybe if you think, it's like a dream, or I'm a child of illusion, then it softens it a bit as well.
Yes. So we've got these 2 prongs to the practice, haven't we? Or 2 strings to the bow, as it were. Well, you don't want 2 strings to a bow, do you? But that doesn't help. But it's more. I suppose if you've got a spare one, you've got one. You've got one, and then another one for if that one doesn't work. So you can either use your Lojong relative bodhicitta, changing the way you think, or you can go for the absolute bodhicitta, which is recognizing, as Mark says, it's like a dream and illusion anyway. Why get so excited about something that isn't ultimately anything? So that this situation, because it's so unpleasant, and I'm looking for a way out, it's reminded me of my Dharma practice, to remember that it's all like a dream and an illusion, and therefore I don't need to try to identify with it quite so strongly. And of course, if you really can understand it's like a dream and an illusion at a deep level, it's helped you directly with your understanding of emptiness. And that could be a really deep insight. Even better. Yeah, go the direct path. And if even better still, not only do you realise that it's empty, but you realise emptiness is, like form is emptiness, emptiness is form, so that actually the form itself, the display or the Maya or whatever, is actually the play of openness, clarity, sensitivity, and is in itself delightful. Just like that. The four kaya is right there in your face. There's nowhere to go because you're already there. You're already manifesting as a bodhisattva in the world, working for the benefit of others, in which everything is delightful, because you can see it's the play of openness, clarity, sensitivity. So then there's nothing but great bliss all the time. Nothing else. Throw anything you like at me. All adds to my fun. Yeah.